Gaming mice have changed a lot in the past few years, and we're at the point where wireless gaming mice have the same or even lower latency than some wired models. You might still prefer the reliability of a wired connection, but you will hardly notice the difference if you are a regular gamer. When looking for the right gaming mouse, you'll want to find one that fits your hand size and is suitable for your preferred grip types. It should also have a high polling rate and low click latency. Mice aren't one size fits all, and you'll want to choose a mouse that complements the games you like. You may prefer a lightweight option for FPS games, or a more versatile mouse with many side buttons if you play MMOs, for example. We've tested over 50 gaming mice, and if you're looking for the best one, we've listed our top picks in this video. Everything is linked in the description below, and without further ado, let's get into it. Number 5. Logitech G305 Lightspeed. Logitech has created a high-performance wireless gaming mouse that doesn't cost the earth. Its mid-range price has it competing against some great wired mice, but there's no compromise in performance or design. The G305 uses Logitech's Hero sensor. It can last more than 200 hours on a single AA battery, which helps keep the cost down. The small wireless dongle can be stored inside the body of the mouse, but critically, the left and right click buttons are separate pieces from the removable palm rest, ensuring a reliable and satisfying click. The shape of the G305 is based on a small, ambidextrous design Logitech has been using for years. While components like the scroll wheel and buttons don't feel as premium as those in the G500 too, they're still far better than anything you'll find in a cheap gaming mouse. The quality and performance of the G305 are killer features for its price. This is, in our opinion, the best budget gaming mouse available right now. Number 4. Razer Basilisk V3. The Razer Basilisk V3 is one of the best gaming mice we've tested so far. It has 9 programmable buttons, a well-crafted shape, and a textured finish, making it versatile across gaming genres and even productivity workloads. While it is on the heavier side compared to ultra-lightweight mice for FPS games, it glides well and has a dedicated sniper button that's easy to reach and drops DPI instantly for headshots. Each button can also have a secondary function when using Hypershift. The Basilisk V3 also has a dual-mode scroll wheel that can swap from tactile to smooth free scroll at the tap of a button. However, this does mean the wheel can sound rattly and is particularly noisy when switching modes. The Basilisk V3 is wired, but considering it is usually priced at around $60, it's a great deal. Number 3. Razer Cobra Pro. Thanks to the popularity of esports and online competition, it's not hard to find small, lightweight gaming mice these days, but it's a little harder to find ones that aren't also stripped down. The Razer Cobra Pro is a small, lightweight gaming mouse that isn't designed specifically for FPS gamers. It's got a semi-ambidextrous design, grippy sides, and bright 11-zone RGB lighting for immersive gaming. It tracks well over all surfaces, including glass, and weighs just 77 grams. The Cobra Pro is compatible with Razer's Mouse Dock Pro and hyper-polling wireless dongle, which means it can get a super speedy 4000 Hz wireless polling rate, at the expense of battery life, of course. Speaking of which, the Cobra Pro gets a solid 100+ hours of battery life over a low-latency 2.4 GHz wireless connection, and up to 170 hours over Bluetooth if the lighting is turned off. It also comes with Razer's SpeedFlex cable, which is a great drag-free cable for wired use. Number 2. Logitech G500 2X. At first glance, Logitech's G500 2X gaming mouse may not appear much different from its predecessors, but look a little closer and you'll notice some useful revisions, in particular for FPS players. There are some impressive ergonomic enhancements to note, along with customizability and weight improvements to boot. It comes in at 89 grams, which is a significant difference over the Hero's 121 grams. Sadly, it doesn't come with the option to configure the weight like the Hero, which would have been a nice addition considering it's going for the same price as its predecessor. There's no LED system behind the Logitech G symbol or any RGB at all. And while that's a little disappointing that you can't program damage flashes on your mouse, for example, it makes sense to appeal to the FPS audience more. While the scroll wheel is now plastic instead of metal to improve the weight, it still comes with the infinite scroll feature. As far as pricing goes, it's being shipped at roughly the same price as the earlier models, $80 for the wired version and $140 for the wireless version. Number 1. Razer Deathadder V3 Pro. With over 15 million sold since its inception, the Razer Deathadder has certainly earned the top spot in this video. There have been so many iterations and variants of the legendary mouse, and with the newest one, the Deathadder V3 Pro, Razer isn't really messing with a winning formula. In fact, it has doubled down on everything that earned the Deathadder its name. Excellent ergonomics and pro-level performance. It's still very much a right-hander's mouse thanks to the slanted curve of the mouse's hump that leans ever so comfortably into your palm. The shell has a new micro-texture coating instead of smooth plastic. It helps keep the 63-gram mouse from flying out of your hand in the heat of battle. As a mouse aimed at the highest echelon of esports professionals, Razer has put only its finest tech inside the V3 Pro. It features Razer's fastest ever sensor. Overall, it's fast, comfortable, has excellent battery life, and is very deadly in the right hands. Very few gamers can lay claims to such hands though. For most of us, the $149 being asked for the Deathadder V3 Pro is a bit too much. But if you are serious about gaming, this hyper-focused slaying machine is one of the best investments you can make.